Good evening, fellow investors and traders. This is your weekend filler on the crypto market on the record with your host Kyle Nero here. First things first, today in the markets, anything can happen. I don't need to know what's going to happen to make money. There's a random distribution between wins and losses for any given set of variables that defines an edge. An edge in the market is nothing more than a higher probability of one thing happening over another. And every moment in the market today is unique. Today I'll be successful in the market because I'll objectively identify my edges. I'll predefine the risk of every trade. I'll fully accept that risk or I'm willing to let go of that trade. I will act on my edges without hesitation or reservation. I'll pay myself as the markets makes money available to me. I'll continuously monitor my susceptibility for making errors, and I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of continued success, and therefore I never violate them. I trade my system, I stay the F out of the way, and I repeat. Good evening, people, once again. Hope you're having yourself a lovely weekend so far, and even better Saturday, whatever you're up to, wherever you're up to it. And I hope you're enjoying life out there. So as always, let's just scroll through our results that you'll see on the thumbnail. It will be a bit different from what I am reading to you out loud now, especially if there was any change in the market. There shouldn't be, but because we didn't have any cryptocurrencies active, but nonetheless, let's glance over it real quickly. So we started recording this on the 24th of October, this actual account, and trailing the account and how I trade and how I do things, to give you a sneak peek of what you could expect if you sign up for my trading program, trading course, or if I'm trading on behalf of you. And so we started at a balance of 106,233. Our current balance is at 109,328. That's as of yesterday, but today's date is changed here already to the 10th of December. As of yesterday, our equity was at $111,255, and basically that means it's the floating profit. That's the balance between the actual balance combined with the trades that is in profit and the trades that is in loss. So that's basically where our equity is concerned. Our max drawdown, this is a 10% value at 95,609. If our account ever reaches that, it means we sign up for an account and we can no longer trade it because we took out 10% loss. That's where we cut things out. Most traders or most belief systems out there is, risk 2%, 2 to 3% per trade. And if you are doing that, it's going to take 50 bad trades for things to go sour. I don't ever want to get to the 50. So don't even have that number in your mind. You're never going to get to the 50. You know what number you're going to get to with me? 5. Only 5. 5 bad trades on a 2% risk means that you've lost 10% of your account. And that's all I am willing to let you lose. That's all I am willing for me to lose. And if it gets to that point, we cut out. This is why this whole system is generated around the edge that I have, that it will never get to that point. I cannot ever say never say never. I can get 5 bad trades in a row, and that's the end of that account. But will I open another account for you? Absolutely I will, simply because my longevity and my time in the markets has meant that I've never got to that point. I did in the very beginning when I was pretty inexperienced and learning, but since we got all our stuff in a row, we don't write off 10% account balances anymore. So don't take my word for it, take my record for it. And even though you might not have the record before this, you can always get in touch with me with my prop firms record that I do have. But what I'm trying to say is, take it in with the record going forward that I'm showing you. Nobody's showing you the results out there. Absolutely nobody. And that's why simply ask them the questions. But nonetheless, without further ado, let's head over to our trusty calendar at Forex Factory. So at Forex Factory on the Saturday the 10th of December, there's of course no news events. Heading over to tomorrow, let's just have a look. There's just some NZD news that will be scheduled for later the evening, but nothing, of course, that affects us. And then just having a quick squeeze to Monday, we've got the pound GDP numbers, and there's just a Bank of Canada's governor that is talking. But none of these trades or news events will impact our trades in the cryptocurrency markets, and that's why we're here tonight. So without further ado, let's head over to the markets and see what's happening. So of course, as mentioned before, it's the 10th of December, and our balance currently is at 109,328. Our equity is at 111,225, and if we just look into the history quickly, let's just look quickly at the running profit here at 1896. As mentioned before, if I can just get back to the equity is a combination of the balance 109,328 plus the 1896. That is what the equity is. The 1896 is, of course, just the difference between what trades is in profit and what trades are in a loss. So let's head over to the history and have a quick look. So our last trade, which was closed automatically by hitting the take profit point, was NZD JPY, so the Kiwi up against the yen. And prior to that, it was NAS 100 that we took a loss on, the NASDAQ. And then further up the road, as always, I just go through the entire history so that you can see there was no trades taken in between on this account that could manipulate the results or anything like that. So you've been with me on the journey, and so far, of course, you'll see that there was nothing that was done in between. I'm here to show you my process, my system, and what you could expect to be doing should you take up my services. So let's just have a look at the trades. So we got USD OSD this Saturday. So I just want to point you to the clock here. It's 12 a.m. And had I had any trades to take, we would definitely not have been having this conversation at 12 a.m. because it would have meant that I was too late to capture the trade. So just in case you were wondering, there's no trades that we're going to capture, but we're going to glance over those markets real quickly. Usually at this point we will manage whatever trades there is to manage, but because all these trades involves currency markets and currencies that is not traded over the weekends, we will simply skip by it because we have no control over it. There's no cryptocurrencies in that mix. So yeah, let's then head over there to our crypto market and see what's happening. So usually you'll see my line out here is, I'm in indices, and then I switch over to metals. From metals, we head over to silver, platinum. The one that we dearly like that is not available with this broker is palladium, and hopefully they can add that one soon to help us out. Actually, while I'm at it, they're always updating this thing without you knowing. They're supposed to send emails, but just in case they didn't, they are pretty good with that. The way to check, you just hit Control U on your keyboard, and then you'll see this whole list of markets over here. So let's take the stock market for example, and everything here that is not highlighted as gold, that means that this is not available to pull through to the chart. You got to double click it for it to be gold before it can be available, if it makes any sense. And the one that I want to look for is under commodities and under metals. And yeah, just wanted to check that palladium wasn't loaded there without me knowing perhaps. So yeah, palladium and uranium is one of them that we also do partake of, but that's not available with this broker. But nonetheless, it doesn't affect us overall. So in that sense, let's just have a look at the cryptocurrency market. So I've added a couple more here because we're going to be tracking that more closely and looking for opportunities on there. So this was first one instrument reads ADA USD, so that's basically Cardano. How do you say Cardano? Always different pronunciations between the Americans, Europeans, and South Africans. So let's just go with Cardano. So nothing on Cardano, and switching over to Bitcoin. So of course everything started in cryptocurrency. Nothing for us to trade there. Nothing on Bitcoin Cash. And switching over to .USD, that basically means polka dot, and no opportunities there either. The next one is Dash, and nothing on Dash. This one is Ethereum, nothing there. And then we switch over to Litecoin, nothing on Litecoin. XLM is Stellar Lumens, so this one was the one that I added now also, nothing there. Then we switch over to XMR, which is Monero. It's another token, trade against the dollar. And then we've got XRP, which is Ripple. So no, as mentioned before, opportunities that exists where trading is concerned, or trading opportunities has come our way on the crypto market this evening. And that will then basically be it for us. Closing off the night, closing off the Saturday, and maybe something will happen over Sunday. But without further ado, until then, we'll see you then. Cheerio.